What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little second since I posted on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love like my YouTube videos and stuff. It just be taking me a second to edit, especially just because I've been focusing so much on like my makeup content. And I think the video footage I had for this was like almost 70 minutes long, so that's a lot to go through and edit. And then like, iMovie, once you like be working for so long in it, like, and delete so much footage, it be starting to tweak. I'm not gonna lie to you, because baby, I be having to like just give it like breaks, like do it a little bit at a time, like every like day or two, because yeah, I don't be having time for that. It be making me so mad. I just be like, you know what, I'm not even finna edit right now. But yeah, I got this brow slush box from Made by Mitchell, and I actually really like the product. Like, when I got it, like, I just wanted to try it out or whatever, but I use this a lot to do my brows, like, and I've used, I think, almost every color at this point. I think the only color that I really have not used is like that pinkish color at the bottom. But yeah, like, this is my favorite color for like my go-to brows, just because I love a brown brow. Like, I am not a black brow girly, even though like I feel like my brows look black, but I'm telling you, like, if I use a black like not eyeshadow product, like eyebrow product, yeah, I'm not gonna like it. Like, I remember trying it in like high school and stuff, and it just was not my vibe. Like, I'm sorry, but what's so crazy is that I used to use a black eyeliner pencil to do my brows until I found like a dark brown one that was like deep enough for my skin tone. And oh Lord, we've come so far with the makeup, and I love to see it. And I'm actually really just like proud of like how far I've come for real, because I was looking at some like older like footage from like the beginning of this year, and it's just so freaking crazy just to see how much I've grown, especially just with my makeup skills and stuff. Like, I have really pushed the envelope this year, and I feel like it has paid off. There are certain things in the works that I'm very excited to talk about, so when it gets to that time, I'll share with y'all everything. But just know that I have been working my ass off, just like being consistent and stuff, and I feel like it has truly and honestly paid off. So like, all them times like in high school when I was watching YouTube videos trying to figure out how to like make certain products like more vibrant and stuff, or like just figure out techniques and stuff like that, like, I spent the time very well, and I practiced so much, especially in high school. And I feel like I practiced so much within this year too. But like, I just remember starting off, like, whenever I had a free moment, I was like, doing my makeup and stuff, and just for no reason, literally just to like record like some Snapchat videos and stuff and just take pictures. But I truly do love makeup, and this is something that I would love to make, my full-time career, you feel me? But we'll see what happens in 2026. I feel like things are gonna go well. I'm praying for the best, because baby, 2025 was a year, so it's only up from here. But anyways, when I was doing this leopard look, I wanted it to be like more of a tannish color. And like, it's so funny whenever I do like looks like this, when like I'm doing like a lighter brown shade, because it gives like, I don't even know, it gives those people who like, they swear they're a certain foundation, but baby, they is not that foundation. Like, even though I've had to some of the moments, but I'm talking about the people who like, they still buy the foundation even though it look how it look. They just want to be a lot of color. That's what this color is giving. But I love the color fish from Mesmerized Beauty. That's what I use to actually do most of my face paint looks. I feel like they just work the best. Like, I've tried so many different like, colorful like cream or liquid products and stuff, and some companies, I don't know, some of them products, I don't know what they be doing up in the lab, but they do not be testing them out to the best of their abilities, or they just be lying when they just be making shit, because ain't no way I would put my name on some of that stuff. Like, there's a popular like makeup-ish company, and it's more so like a pro company, but that cream makeup I've tried a couple different their colors, and it was like translucent as hell. Like, it did nothing, and I looked crazy as fuck. So like, yeah, I don't know, the color fix is not gonna do me wrong, so that's why I usually just go for it, just because one, I feel like I know how to layer with it, because this is a product that dries down matte, so like, you gotta move in like small sections. That's why you see me doing like, this area like this. Like, I didn't put, when I did my under eye area, I didn't put it anywhere else, just because you have to like actually like blend it out while it's like wet, because you don't want the product to lift or whatever. And like, you have to just think about like when you're doing certain products, like, I try not to use like anything cream base related after I do like basically like all like the highlighting, the contour, and the foundation ish color. Like, I don't like to add like cream blush or whatever on top, just because that's when I've had issues of like the product lifting up, and then you're trying to like put the pigmentation back and like try to build it up and like hide that mistake. And sometimes it works, sometimes yeah, it does not work. So I'd rather just be safe than sorry. But yeah, I just blend it out, or I use the same techniques as I would do for like my regular makeup. I just change the products basically, the colors, whatever. But anyways, whenever I do my makeup, you know, or even just in general, when I do like my regular art stuff, I feel like you have to have three. When I say three, you have like the base color, you have a highlight or a lighter color, then you have a shadow or a darker color. And I just feel like once you have those three, like it's so much easier to create dimension, because like, you know, you have those darker moments, you have those lighter areas, so it's gonna be more dimensional than you just using like one color and just trying to make that shit shake. But as you see, I use the color fix for literally everything, and you know, I just love the Nessa's products, and I'm just so excited for the new year. But yeah, if there's any like face paint looks that y'all want to see, please let me know, because you know, I have certain things planned out and certain things that, you know, I be wanting to do. It's just like I just be going for it. So if there are actual looks that y'all please want to see, or if that y'all want to see, please let me know. Even if there's not like makeup looks, if y'all want to see me do like a styling video or like a painting video, whatever, I don't even care. Cooking, whatever y'all want me to do, just let me know, because at this point y'all just gonna get whatever y'all get. But I love y'all deeply and stuff. But yeah, I like to use eyeshadow brushes to blend my nose contour, especially when I want to be a little bit more precise. And then the key to, I feel like, doing your face paint and stuff, even though I do this with my regular makeup, I always like set between the layers with a hydrating setting spray, just to make everything like one, just blend, and like, I don't want to say, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I guess blend together. But also, like, I just feel like when you use the hydrating setting spray, it prevents it from being like cakey and stuff, because you know, you're using like products that aren't necessarily for your entire face. Like, that's the color fix, like that's probably not supposed to be all over your face. But I mean, I'm gonna do what I do, and you know, I don't have any issue. Like, I mean, I feel like for me to put this all over my face, like I really don't have that many issues. But yeah, you just have to be careful and like retain the moisture, because I don't want to look dried out. But to just be a warning, I think I have like, I guess, I don't know, I feel like growing up I had like oily skin, but I feel like my skin hasn't been oily, it's more so normal. But it also depends on the season. Like now that it's, you know, winter, and it's, well, I was saying it was gonna be cold, but bitch, it was like 70 degrees today in Memphis. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm talking about, you gotta turn the air on. Like, shoot, somebody was running outside with shorts on and no shirt, and then somebody had some shorts on and some open-toe shoes earlier. So you know, these folks out here, if you get a little bit warm, they gonna show their skin, they know that. But I don't even know what I was talking about before that. I got so distracted. But yeah, I don't know, when it comes to me and my face paint looks, I have a special place for them in my heart, and I've been trying not to do like every look like face paint or like a different color thing or whatever. But at this point, I feel like it's kind of like my genre of makeup right now, which is crazy, but I love to see it. Like, I love painting my face different colors. It's just fun, especially now that I feel like I've mastered how to do like the basic colors, like, you know, monochromatic, like, you know, color schemes for like the face. Now I get to play with different colors, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, how to make things pop, or like add blush if I'm doing like a different color base. Like, cause I did my makeup that was yesterday, and I actually did this look and I love it. I cannot wait to post it. So by the time you see this video, I'll probably post it sometime that day or the day after. But I did a split face look, and it's supposed to be naughty versus nice, and like the green I used, chef's kiss. And whenever I do like a face paint look, I try to use different colors for the base, because you know, I do so many like pink, like green, like red base looks. So like I try to use a different color for like the highlighted areas in my base and stuff. That way it doesn't look the same every look. But yesterday I actually used yellow for like my highlighted areas for like the green part, and I feel like that went really well. I feel like it was cute. And I ended up using like this orangey like color for like the blush, and I just love trying to figure out like what color blush I should make things. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like makeup is like, it is an art form for me, and I just feel like it's fun to just try different things and just really push myself. And I feel like the blends have been getting so much better, and that just makes me so happy. Whenever I look at my base and pictures, I'm like, yes, like I ate that up, like that shit is seamless. Because you know, I remember where I was this time last year, and even this time like in July, or this time in like March or whatever, it's a completely different version of me. And I'm forever grateful that I can even just like change that much over time. But I put in the fucking work, like, and I feel like I'm at this point where like I'm gonna start getting like the rewards and blessings from like all the hard work I've been putting in, and I feel like it's gonna be some people that are really gonna be looking at me and like, damn, like she just like popped up out of nowhere. But it's like, no, I've been stuck at like 400 something Instagram followers for forever now. Like I barely get any views on YouTube. My TikTok like is getting like some videos are starting to like get more attention, whatever, but I have been just, settling with the bare minimum when it comes to likes or interactions. And I still keep going because it's something that I want to do. And I'm not necessarily like, yes, it feels good when you have videos that like, get more likes and stuff. Because I mean, I feel like it's validation as a creative. Like, yes, I know like this look did really well. And to have people like basically agree with you, like that feels good because it's like my makeup looks. Like I get so excited to post them and stuff because they're like I don't know, my self-expression moments basically. So I don't play about them, but I don't know, I feel like I'm at this point where something has shifted. And I've been saying, oh, something's gonna shift, but like no, things have fucking shifted. It's just okay now, everything is like trying to find its place within this new area of my life. And I don't know, like I feel like I'm scared because I've manifested certain things and I've been working for certain things, like towards certain things. And I feel like when you look around and you look up and you realize that the things that you manifest are literally right in front of your face, and you're no longer having to question or like beg for certain things to happen. It's like, oh no, we brought it to you. Like you prepared, you did what you need to do to get here. And sometimes you're just in shock when it's right there because you're like, oh my God, like this is really real. Like even though I knew it was gonna happen, like it's really crazy to just feel it in that moment. It just feels surreal. But yeah, I just yapped for a little second. I don't know, when it comes to me doing these voiceovers, I just be talking my ass off because I wouldn't call these tutorials because I'm not telling y'all what to do. Just pay attention. If y'all have any questions, or like I would actually like tell y'all if y'all need me to explain what I'm doing. But I like to do I like to drag my makeup down when I do my face paint looks, especially underneath my chin, just so like it looks a little bit more seamless. And I don't paint my neck or my ears. And one, because like I have like fresh cartilage piercings. When I say fresh, I've only had them for like a year. And if you have cartilage piercings or you've had them in the past, you know that cartilage piercings, like they do the most. Like you would think that they are perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden like your ear is like swollen and it's bleeding and stuff. Like literally, like my ears freaked out like a week or two ago out of nowhere. Like when I say out of nowhere, like they were fine, they weren't irritated. And then like I was asleep, and then like my ear, I could tell that like it was sensitive. And I woke up, that bitch, I couldn't even see the front of my earring. And I was like scared because I was like, bro, did it fall out my ear? I was like, it couldn't have fell out my ear because I mean the back is still on here, and like baby, I've had earrings fall in my ear before, so I was like, it had to be in there. But like when I say cartilage piercings, I love ear piercings. Like I've been obsessed with ear piercings since I got my second piercing in like 7th grade. And I used to draw ears all the time. That's how I know how to draw ears. But like I love piercings, but it just be making me mad how long it takes to heal them, especially cartilage piercings, because I don't know, it take a good little second, and then you have to still be wary of like if you accidentally like hit your head and stuff. But I want more piercings, but I'm like, do I really want to deal with more piercings? Like, do I really want to do that? And I don't know, like the answer is yes, but at the same time I'm like, oh no, I don't know, I'm gonna have to sleep on that a little bit. And plus, like I know it's winter, but like I be trying to think about the future, and I'm like, bro, I am going to be swimming this summer because I said I was swimming last summer, and I mean this past summer, and I really had to spend the summer like resting because I had basically burnt myself out to the point where like I was having such bad migraines that I literally couldn't do anything but sit in the bed. Like all that, like that is how bad they were. And I also feel like my blood sugar was also probably crazy at that point too, because it makes sense like when I backtrack and stuff. But for real, this summer, like I am going to be swimming. Like I love swimming, I love being in the water. Like I would love to go to the beach, like to the ocean, and just drift, but not drift away because bitch, hell no. Like I love the water and I love the ocean. I have such an appreciation for like water and just like the water life and stuff. But I be wanting to be in the ocean, but at the same time I be like, bitch, you don't need to play up in this water, because that like water is, I feel like a silent threat. Like, I don't know. That's why when we talk about Avatar, I'm on like a whole different conversation right now. But like for real, when you think about Avatar and like the four elements, and I feel like people always talk about fire is like the strongest element or like the most powerful. And I feel like in certain ways it is, but I feel like you have to think about water and like how water can literally destroy something if it is like, strong enough, like how like tsunamis hit or tidal waves and stuff like that. So I don't know, like I feel like water is a very strong element. And then even if you were thinking about like, if you were to like fight with water, like your body is made up of so much water. Like, do you like think about it? Like, I know that one episode of Avatar when that lady was trying to teach like my Charlie how to not blood bend. Like, that shit was crazy. But I'm like, bro, if you really think about it, if some shit was popping off, I mean, that would make, like, you ain't gotta do nothing else. Just snap that shit out and then, okay, you go on, baby. Like, you literally drain all the water out their body and so, I don't know, but yeah, that was just a whole random topic. I don't know how we even got on it. Like, I feel like if you watch my videos, I just be talking and my mind be all over the place. But I feel like this is how I am in real life too, can't even hold you. But yeah, I need to get another one of these like Trixie Play pigments in the black. I think this one's game over because I've been out for a little while. Like, there's a lot of like makeup products that I've like run out of, but I've also been trying to actually use my makeup products so I can get use out of them because I don't want to like just have a bunch of shit and I'm not using it. But there's some things that I'm getting empty on, and like I just like if I've needed like a setting spray, like I've been needing a hydrating setting spray. So the first one I bought was like the Wet n Wild like rose one, and she's straight. I just don't like how the nozzle is because like it clogs or like it gets stuck, and like the way it sprays out, I like sometimes like it sprays out and there's like big droplets on my face. But I mean, like they disappear, but like I don't be like to play with my makeup like that because there have been times where I have set my face and those dots did not disappear and they like ruined my makeup, and I ain't got time for this shit because when I be doing my makeup, some of these looks, like I said earlier, I had footage that was basically 70 minutes long. That's not even the most I've done. Like the other videos that you would probably be seeing this week, like some of the videos was 80 plus minutes of footage, and that was me not even recording everything. That's the gag. And I'll be wanting to cry. Like, I love editing. I love, as much as I hate it at times because it is time consuming and stuff. But, baby, I don't be wanting to edit that much footage. There's a lot of footage. Like, that is a lot of footage, bro. But anyways, what's crazy is this is a whole Halloween look. Like, I did this look back in, I think, September, maybe. And I'm just now posting because, I've been, like I said, I've been trying to catch up. It's been so much going on. Life is definitely whooping my ass a little bit. Can't even hold you. Like, and then October has always been a busy season, and I feel like that shit, it was busy. And then like just before Thanksgiving was a lot going on. After Thanksgiving it was a lot going on, and here we are. And I'm just like, bro, 2025. It feels like that was such a short year, but at the same time, there were moments in this year where I was like, bro, I cannot wait to be done with, like, this month or whatever. And I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, I feel like, what the hell? Like, when you really think about it, I feel like you have to reflect sometimes and really just be like, bro, do you remember what we were doing in January? Like, do you remember my mindset in January? Do you remember the things that I could do in January? Like, do you realize I can do so many more things now in December? Like, and I don't know, like, I'm someone who I feel like is constantly going through rebirths and just trying to grow because, like, my thing is, like, I try to be my best self every day. So it's like, I feel like you're always going to be growing if you're trying to be your best self because you're trying to show up, as much as you can. And I know that when it comes to me and my makeup, like, if I hadn't practiced so much this year, if I didn't do looks for, like, no reason, quote unquote, like, doing, like, the Pride series or doing looks for, like, springtime, I did an Easter look, I did St. Patrick's Day, spooky season, like, just Christmas, holiday stuff. If I didn't really pour into my craft, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And that's why, like, even though sometimes it feels surreal when it comes to, like, what's happening with my creative stuff, like, I have to, like, tell myself that I actually genuinely deserve this. Like, this is not, like, an easy feat. Like, the thing that you have been doing to get here, that hasn't been easy. Like, everybody can't do what you do. And I feel like, I've grown to basically just, like, subdue who I am or, like, downplay the things that I can do or, like, I was just, you know, basically told to shrink and only fit a certain image. And like, you know, I am not that person. I have not been that person for a very long time. And I feel like that's even kind of hard, like, because when you're someone who is growing and like you want to break generational curses, or you are breaking the generational curses, and you know you're not someone who's gonna let like bullshit slide up on the road, and like, you know, let's act like there's not shit piled up on the road that's mile high, like, you know, or would you gonna ignore, just walk around it? Like, no, like, I'm someone, like, I can't fake the funk, like. And I mean, you know, I'm someone, like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for like work or certain events and stuff, like, okay, but like, I'm not someone, like, I don't want to be around people who I feel like do questionable ass shit, especially like as someone who I feel like is trying to figure out like what I want to do with the rest of my life, you feel me? Like, because like if I do have kids, like, that's some shit I'm not playing with, because I feel like too many people play around when it comes to having kids and like who should be around your kids. And I feel like you can't do that. You have to be strategic and like, you know, actually pay attention, because some of these folks don't need to be around kids at all. But anyways, we're almost at the end of the video, like, and I just can't believe that, you know, I'm just not posting this video after how many ever months. It's been, what, 3 months or whatever. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I appreciate y'all for watching. And then I just say I love y'all so much, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.